Hello, Biology 101. I am Dr. Tom Walla, and I'm coming to you today from Ecuador. I'm at Yanayacu Biological Station in the Eastern Andes in the Upper Amazon Basin. And I chose this place to make this introductory video because this is where I was first inspired by ecology, biology, and the wonder of life. And I like teaching Biology 101 because this is the kind of course where we can integrate everything from tropical ecology all the way to how your cells function. And so I think it's a pretty amazing thing to do. So I wanted to tell you a bit about course structure because there's a little bit of confusion. This summer I have gone to a complete use of the Connect from McGraw-Hill. And what this is an adaptive learning platform that includes your textbook. Now, so the class is essentially in two places. Part of it is in D2L. Most of what's in D2L are your exams. There are 3 exams, right? The quizzes are all located in the Connect platform. And the Connect platform is cool because it's an adaptive reading. You can take your iPad or your phone or anywhere you want. You can read with it, right? And then as you're reading, you'll be asked questions. Now, it's true they do give you a grade for those questions. The goal here, and if you want to look at this from my perspective, the goal is to try to get you to spend time reading the chapter and thinking about what you're reading. And so while some of you might find these questions bothersome, I tend to think maybe what they're doing is actually helping you focus on the material that you've read. All right, you will not be asked all those questions on an exam. I can't ask that many questions. But I think that the questions that I chose in there for you to answer are ones that help you get started with the material and are pretty important. All right, the second thing you do at the end of each chapter is you take a quiz. The quizzes are also in Connect and they're graded. Now you can take a quiz 3 times. And people are asking me, oh, I'm only going to keep the best score, right? Well, Connect doesn't allow me to choose just the best score. But this is how I'm going to grade everything in Connect. I'm going to look in there and I'm going to say, did this person try to answer the questions? Did they try to take the quizzes? Did they do their best to do this sort of approach to learning that is active and has all this feedback in it? And if you answered most things, like if you did the quizzes, and you got you were able to at least pass them once with over a 70%, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you full credit, like 100% on all the quizzes and on all the reading material. All right, so that makes up about, I think it's 250 points out of the 1,000 points in the class. And so you will get all 250. That leaves you the 3 exams to score the rest of the points. All right. That really does, I think, help people's grades, but what I think it really does is it rewards this idea of going in and actually reading the chapter and doing the work. Now, if you think you're the really well-prepared hotshot and you're really bothered by all these questions, you just want to go in and take the exams, I will give you just your exam scores if that's what you want, and you don't want to do the book stuff, fine. If you get A's in all the exams, you get an A in the class. And I'll just use 750 points as your maximum possible. That's for the 3 exams. So anyway, I hope that gives you some perspective on how it works. I should tell you, there are also lectures that I have written by hand for each of those chapters in D2L. And that is that whole, it's called the 5th element section in the supplemental chapter readings that you see in D2L. So if you're really bored by the book, go in and read my lectures. They are required anyway. They're not as long, but I think they kind of get to the highlights of each of those book chapters and help you sort of see what I think is important, because I think those things are also reflected on the exams. Now, don't forget, every exam has 2 essay questions that are chosen out of 5 questions that you are given. So you will definitely get 2 of those 5 questions. And you can find the material for at least one of those questions is in that supplemental material for the first unit. And you could also research and prepare your essay exam answers so that they're brief and to the point. That's the plan there. So don't forget those. Those are worth quite a few points. Okay, so I think I've covered most of it. Sometimes people ask me if they can look around, see what else is around me. This is the cloud forest. So let's pan over that way and take a look. Those are parrots I hear up in the sky. And look, it's my online workstation. See? Okay, give me a call, send me an email if you have any more questions.